Hello, my name is Dr. Linda Gorman, and I'm a neuroscientist. Neuroscience is a really big word, but a neuroscientist is a person who knows a lot about the brain. I'm here today to talk to you about how you can help your brain stay healthy, to help it feel good. It's really easy and anyone can do it. I love to talk about brain health because it's spectacular, and spectacular means great. When your brain is spectacular, you're a happy and healthy person. This story is about physical health, which is the P in spectacular. Physical health means you're keeping your brain healthy because you're taking care of your body. Being physical means you move your body, you eat to give your body energy, and you sleep because sleeping does a lot to take care of our body. When you take care of your body by moving it and giving it the energy it needs and the sleep that you need, that also makes your brain healthy. So let's see how you can keep your brain healthy. This story is titled Eat Right. What does that mean? It's a good question. There's so much information about what we should and should not be eating. Some of this information comes from scientists. Some of this information comes from people who are making and selling the food. Lots of this information is coming from other people who think they have found the answer to the question, what should we be eating? The right answer to the question is, we really don't know for sure. The more we learn about our body and our brain, the more we're learning about what we should be eating to keep our body and brain healthy. So the information about how to eat right is always changing. Plus, what's the right thing to eat for one person may not be the right thing to eat for another person. We're all the same in that we have to eat, but we're all maybe a bit different as to what we need to be eating. So let's see what we know right now. The first place we need to be looking is at what science is telling us. Scientists ask questions. Scientists that are interested in eating behaviors ask the question, why do we eat? Well, we eat because our body and our brain needs energy to be able to do all the behaviors that we do every single day. We also eat because our body and our brain needs nutrients. Nutrients are things like proteins, vitamins, and minerals that are necessary for us to grow and stay alive. Okay then, it should be easy to eat right. All we have to do is eat foods that give us energy and give us nutrients, right? Wrong. Scientists tell us that we need to eat food to give us energy. But the problem is, there's lots of foods that give us energy. In fact, all foods give us energy. Some of the foods that you eat let you use the energy right away. But some of the foods that you eat have too much energy, so your brain needs to store it. Now, storing energy can be a good thing and a bad thing. We know that bears eat a lot of food before they hibernate. The energy gets stored so they can use it during the winter when there's not a lot of food available. Now, the best way to eat would be to eat enough food so that we have the energy in our bodies to let us do what we need to do when we need to do it. So you would eat, then you'd do something, like your schoolwork. You'd eat again, and then you'd do something else. You would eat just enough food to be able to do what you needed to do. The problem is most of us can't be eating all the time, and most of us don't know how much food we need to eat to give us the energy to do certain behaviors. Do you know how much food you have to eat to give you the energy to do all the schoolwork you have to do in the morning? Of course you don't. Neither do I. Plus, everyone is different. Some people may need more energy than other people need to do the same behaviors. Now, because we don't know how much food we need to eat to do lots of the behaviors that we do, the brain has come up with a way to store energy. It stores some of the energy in your muscles and your liver. Storing energy in your muscles and your liver is a short-term way to store energy, but you can only hold about a day's worth of energy in your muscles and your liver. Most of the energy gets stored in fat cells. Now, everyone has fat cells. Even someone who looks really thin has fat cells. You can store energy in fat cells for a longer period of time. Your brain needs energy to do all the work that you have to do. So your brain makes sure that some energy is stored in fat cells. Because we can't eat all the time, we eat more than we need to eat, and our body stores the energy, mostly in fat cells. Our body and our brain need energy all the time. Being able to store energy means we don't have to eat all the time. And if for some reason we don't have food to eat, we can still do the behaviors we need to survive. Storing energy in fat cells means that our energy levels are kept at a high level. But there are problems with getting our energy from our fat cells. It makes your body and your brain work harder. When we get energy from fat cells, your body and your brain have to work harder to get you the energy you need to survive. And that's taking a toll on both your body and your brain, making it less healthy. Plus, storing too much fat cells means that there's too much fat in our body, and that's not always healthy. Having too much energy in fat cells will also take its toll on other organs in our body. Our brain could tell us when we need more energy, so we wouldn't have to get our energy from our fat cells. But in order for that to work, we need to listen to our brain. Did you know that when you're hungry, your stomach sends a signal to your brain? Your brain notices these signals and makes us start to think about getting food. Your brain needs a lot of energy to keep you alive. Did you know that 20% of all the energy that we need every day is just for our brain? Your brain doesn't like to run out of energy. That's like a car running out of gas. It needs energy to keep you alive. So if you're always hungry because you're not eating, then your brain actually makes you eat more food than you need so that your body can store the energy in fat cells. Think about the bears and how much they eat before they hibernate. Eating right means listening to your brain. Your brain will tell you when you're full, but you have to be listening to it. So you want to eat when you're hungry and just eat until you're no longer hungry. Again, your brain will tell you when you're no longer hungry, but you need to listen to your brain. So one way that you can make sure that you're listening to your brain is if you eat more slowly. When you eat more slowly, that gives your stomach time to tell your brain that you're full. Your brain will learn how much energy you need to do things, and it will help you to eat the right amount of food to give you the energy you need to do all the things that you need to do during your morning at school. Okay, wait a minute. If food is supposed to give us energy, then how come when we eat too much food, we get tired? When you think about it, after you eat a big meal like on Thanksgiving, you're ready to take a nap, or at least you're ready to just lounge around and watch TV or play video games. Did you ever wonder why? Well, it turns out that when you eat too much food, then your body has to digest that food and turn it into stored energy, like in your fat cells. The energy from the fat gets moved around your body in your blood. So your blood has to start pumping. So that means your heart has to get to work. Now, because you've eaten so much food, you need all your energy going to your gastrointestinal system. That's the part of your body that digests and stores the food. So your heart pumps your blood to your stomach and intestines, and not enough energy, meaning your blood that's in the blood, gets into your brain. So you get tired. Okay, the next thing we have to consider is eating food to get the nutrients that we need. These are things like proteins and vitamins and minerals. And we need these nutrients so that our bodies can work and grow. We know that you need protein in your diet to help your body repair cells. So those proteins will help your body to repair your cells and to make new cells. You need vitamins and minerals because they work together to keep your bones strong, to help your body to take care of itself and fix things when they're damaged. Every cell in your body and your brain is made up of proteins. Proteins are made up of amino acids. And we know that our bodies need at least 20 different amino acids to make all the cells that are in our body. Now, some of these acids, there are 9 of them, they're called essential amino acids because our body can't make these amino acids itself. So we need to eat food that has these amino acids in them so that we can get the protein that we need. Now, luckily, foods like meat and eggs and quinoa and soybeans contain all of the essential amino acids. That means it contains all the amino acids that our bodies need to make the proteins that we need so that we can do all the behaviors that we want to do. And these 9 essential amino acids, ones that our body can't make, we can get them from the proteins that we eat. Now, what about the vitamins and the minerals? Well, we know that there are lots of different vitamins and minerals that we need to get from food, and that helps us to grow and stay healthy. But scientists are not sure about what nutrients we need to eat to help us grow and stay alive. And scientists are also not sure how much of the nutrients that we need to eat. Every day, we're learning more and more about the vitamins and the minerals that we need to get from foods that we eat. So, how do we know what kind of foods to eat? Well, we know that if you eat a diet that contains fruits and vegetables and proteins, you should be getting all the vitamins and minerals that you need. But remember, as scientists learn more and more information, that may change. The current understanding by scientists is that in order to keep your body and your brain healthy, you should eat food from 5 different food groups every day. And what they have is they've come up with this design, which is called My Plate. So if you think about all the food that you're eating during the day, you want to make sure that you're eating foods from all 5 of these different food groups. Now, you don't have to eat all 5 food groups with every time you eat, but say that you have fruits for breakfast. Well, then maybe you want to have some vegetables for lunch and for dinner. So the 5 food groups that we want to eat, there are fruits, vegetables, grains, proteins, and dairy. Now, in the fruit group, this could be things like apples and bananas, berries, grapes, kiwis, oranges, peaches, pineapples. There's so many different fruits you can eat. Same thing with the vegetables. You can eat broccoli or carrots or green beans, lettuce, peas, potatoes, sweet potatoes. For proteins, you can eat poultry or nuts, fish, pork, eggs, beans, tofu, peanut butter. Grains, that would be things like bread and bagels, cereal, pasta, oats, tortillas, grains, barley, rice, crackers. And for dairy, my favorite, cheese, yogurt, and milk products, which, yep, that includes ice cream. Now, scientists are currently recommending the My Plate way to eat. So what you need to do is you think about this, and using the plate as a guide, you want to make sure that half of everything that you eat during the day should be fruits and vegetables. A quarter of what you eat every day should be grains. A quarter of what you eat should be proteins, and you should make sure that you have at least a serving of dairy every day. Now, if you go onto the website, there's a myplate.gov, and that will tell you more information about what serving sizes should be and about what other things, if you're not sure what you should be eating in each one of these groups, it will give you lots of different ideas. Now, one of the biggest problems with eating right is choosing our food because the people who make and sell the food, they want you to eat more than you need to eat, and they want you to eat foods that may not be giving you all the right nutrients. This is because they want to make money. So they make foods taste really yummy and they give you more food than your body or your brain needs to stay alive. Remember, if you listen to your brain, it will tell you in terms of the energy and the nutrients that it likes to be happy. Yummy foods, yep, they make your brain happy. So this is a time when you have to help your brain to eat right. Now, while there are no good or bad foods, some foods are full of nutrients that your body and your brain need to be healthy. Some foods, and there are lots of them, they don't give you the vitamins and minerals that you need to stay healthy. Now, both of these types of foods are yummy and they can give you energy. But the sugary foods may give you too much energy, and that energy usually gets stored as fat cells. Plus, if you've got to eat all five of the different food groups and all you're eating is the foods that are yummy, that aren't full of vitamins and minerals, then you won't have any room for the foods that do have the nutrients that you need. So there are two things that you want to remember. You can eat all kinds of foods. Just know that some, like the yummy sugary foods, should be eaten a little at a time. Moderation is key. They don't give you the nutrients that you need, and they'll fill up your stomach so you're not hungry for the foods that do give you the nutrients. The second thing to remember is that foods that are healthy, which are the ones that give you the nutrients, they can also be yummy. You just need to know how to cook them. So when somebody says eat right, they're telling you to make sure that you're getting the nutrients that you need, the proteins, the vitamins, the minerals that your body and your brain need to stay healthy. Eating right also means that you're giving your body and your brain the energy that it needs to do all the behaviors that you need to do to stay alive. Again, think about putting the food that you eat all day on a plate. Half of the plate is for fruits and veggies, a quarter of the plate for grains, a quarter of the plate is for proteins, and then have a side of dairy. Now, if you're really good at listening to your brain will tell you what nutrients you need. How, you may ask? Cravings. When your body really needs something, then you'll crave the foods that contain those nutrients. Now remember, if someone says they're craving gummy bears, not a lot of nutrients in gummy bears. So they're not really craving gummy bears. They just really want gummy bears because they think they're yummy. And that's okay, as long as you eat the gummy bears in moderation. Thank you for letting me talk to you today about what we know about eating right, at least what we know right now. Remember, the more we learn, the more that might change. I've enjoyed spending time with you today talking about your brain, and I hope you've had some fun and learned something about your brain. Remember, if you listen to your brain, then you will understand what your body and your brain need in terms of energy and nutrients. You can then figure out what's the best way for you to eat healthy. And helping your body and your brain stay healthy is spectacular. Thank you so much for all your help. Brain health is not just spectacular, it's fun too. And we'd like to thank the people at Johns Hopkins University, especially Dr. Ron Daniels, for helping us to help you understand how to eat right. Eat right means giving your body and your brain the food, the energy, and the nutrients that it needs to stay healthy.